Today, we're diving into a powerful message of hope and joy, even in the midst of life's challenges. Psalm 126. 2 reminds us of the strength found in perseverance and faith. It says, "Our mouths were filled with laughter, our tongues with songs of joy." Psalm 126, 2. This verse comes from a time in Israel's history when the people had returned from exile. After years of hardship, their hearts were filled with overwhelming joy as they saw their land restored. The psalm speaks to a deep and transformative moment, one that mirrors the human experience of overcoming adversity and finding joy in the restoration that follows. And even though this was a historical event, the message of Psalm 126:2 is just as relevant to us today. Life often brings tears, whether through personal struggles, loss, or hardship. But this verse reminds us that joy is waiting on the other side of our perseverance. I remember a time in my life when I faced overwhelming challenges. It felt like I was sowing tears day after day. But slowly, as time passed, I began to see the rewards of my efforts. It wasn't instant, but with each step forward, I experienced small joys, moments of peace that reminded me of the bigger picture, the harvest that was to come. Now, let's unlock the meaning of this verse. The imagery in "those who sow in tears will reap with songs of joy" is incredibly powerful. Sowing represents the difficult times, those moments when we face trials, when things feel uncertain, and when it seems like we're putting in more than we're getting back. But what happens when we sow? We reap. Life has a natural law of sowing and reaping. Our efforts, even through tears, will eventually yield a harvest. And that harvest isn't just a reward. It's joy, celebration, and a deep, fulfilling peace that comes from knowing we've persevered. Joy is not guaranteed. It's not always immediate. But it comes as a result of staying the course, of keeping faith through the difficult times. And it's in those very moments of struggle that we grow, we become resilient, and we prepare ourselves for the harvest to come. The promise of reaping with songs of joy is not just a distant hope, it's a real, tangible promise. Whatever you are sowing today, whether it's in your personal life, your work, or your relationships, remember that the effort you put in will eventually bear fruit. Yes, there will be hard days, but there will also be brighter days ahead. Focus on the future joy that awaits you, even when the journey feels tough. So, how can we apply this verse to our everyday lives? First, acknowledge the difficulty of the moment. Life can be filled with painful moments, like tears that are sown into the soil of our lives. But these moments, as hard as they are, offer opportunities for growth. Instead of avoiding challenges, embrace them. They shape who you are and build resilience. When facing adversity, remember that it's okay to feel the weight of those challenges, but don't stay there. Keep moving forward. Find small joys along the way. Maybe it's a kind word, a moment of peace, or a sign of progress, no matter how small. And always, always remember that joy is coming. Just like the Israelites who returned to their land after hardship, you too will see the fruit of your labor. The key is perseverance, faith, and trust in the process. Life isn't about avoiding pain, but about embracing the journey, knowing that every tear sown today will be met with songs of joy tomorrow. So, take a deep breath, keep moving forward, and embrace this powerful truth. Your harvest is coming. Let Psalm 126:2 be a reminder to you today. Your perseverance through challenges is leading to a harvest of joy. Trust the process and keep sowing in faith.